Cal and team have been involved in dementia friendly awareness training. Have you found that?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Obviously, being part of this awareness course has been helpful for the boys as well, but obviously gaining awareness for ourselves to spread across the city and the youth as well, and it was massive just to learn new things about it and being able to deal with certain situations and scenarios when you meet people with that are living with dementia. So yeah, it was really an interesting meeting for us, and it was good fun as well, and to learn a couple of new things that we can share with other people as well. So it's massively important for the club.
And just that consideration of how the challenges that people who are living with dementia face.
Yeah, and there's a massive stigma towards it in how people approach the situation, and being able to learn how to deal with certain scenarios and situations that we might get ourselves into, and being able to think about certain things and what to say, and being able to do more things in terms of actions and helping people that are living with dementia. They're struggling at a certain thing that they want to do, or just helping them out especially, and the boys obviously really enjoyed it.
So today I came along and I've delivered what's known as a Dementia Friends Awareness session, which is basic information about dementia, but it's mostly about getting people to think about the stigma that people living with dementia face and trying to break down some of the misinformation and encourage people to be actively supporting people who are living with dementia in the community. The awareness sessions are really important because one of the biggest things that people face is negative attitudes, and I think all of us have often taken on a lot of the negative feelings and thoughts about dementia, so we'd rather not think about it. But actually, as a society, we need to really change that. We need to make our communities a lot more friendly and welcoming to people who are living with dementia, and we need to be thinking as a society how we can support people, because the numbers of people with a diagnosis is going to go up, and we're also going to have significantly more people who are living alone with the condition. So, there's benefits for everybody around having a much more positive attitude. The Dementia Friends session is all about action. It's all about people learning a bit about it and having the confidence to go away and think about what actions they can take forward. It might be a small thing or it might be a big thing. It's really brilliant that everyone's taking this on. I think anyone who might encounter a person living with dementia, say coming to see a match or coming for another event or activity at the stadium, it's really helpful. But I think generally, even if you don't have a lot of contact with people who are living with dementia, knowing a bit more about it is a great way to be able to spread the word. So we would hope that people who've been on the awareness sessions would talk to other people, their friends, their family, other people they come into contact with, to spread the word. There are many misconceptions. One of them is that it's just about memory, and one of the things we learn in the session that it also affects other areas of brain functioning, like sequencing, like perceptions and things like that. I think the key messages are around knowing that there's more to the person than the dementia. They're a whole person with a big backstory, and we tell some stories in the session to help people really understand that. But what we encourage people to do is to see the person as a person first, and to find out about them and to learn about what the best way to support them is. The way the conditions affect people is very, very different. It's very, very individual. So understanding that and understanding the 5 key messages is really important. You can learn about the 5 key messages by going on the Dementia Friend website and doing the online version. You can also book on a session by looking at the online listing. It's free, it's really easy, it's very easy to understand, and people generally enjoy the session because there's a lot of joining in. Yeah, I think they were absolutely fantastic. They were really getting involved, and some of the players were sharing stories of their own experiences of people in their family who've got a diagnosis of dementia, but people were really engaging with it, and it feels like the players were very positive about trying to help with the team at the stadium and generally in the community to support people who are living with dementia.
Amongst the group, there's people who have been impacted already by dementia. It's only going to become a bigger thing moving forward in the future, so it's important there's an awareness of that.
Yeah, it's massive, and obviously they talked about the club obviously making the stadium when we're going to the games dementia friendly, so people are going to get that awareness of that all, and it's massive for us to have that information as well. Talked about obviously going to see people that are living with dementia and being able to interact with them and then gain a more of an understanding then helping out in terms of going out and making it aware to everybody else. You know that they need the help as well, but there's ways that you can do that to help them, and learning more in terms of them scenarios and being able to deal with that better, and making sure that everyone's aware of it.
The key things are about learning those 5 key messages, understanding that all of us can do something to help, and even if it might be a very small thing, like doing this session, wearing your badge, being willing to be supportive and kind. So for example, if you're behind someone in the supermarket who might need a bit more time, to be patient. To be patient and kind and support people. Of course, you can get much more involved if you want to. We're encouraging people indeed to set up their own dementia-friendly communities. Obviously, there's a lot more involved in that, but if it's something people want to find out about, they can look on the website. They can also get in touch with us at Leeds Older People's Forum, get in touch with myself, Jude, and Sarah. We're both running the Friendly Communities project, which is all about making Leeds more age and dementia friendly. So, the 5 key messages that are the most important part of the Dementia Friends Awareness session, and the most important things that we think everybody should learn, are that dementia is not a natural part of ageing. Dementia is caused by diseases of the brain. Dementia is not just about losing your memory. It is possible to live well with dementia, and that there's more to the person than the dementia. So, come along to a session, or do the session online to learn more about the 5 key messages. Thank you.